Rhythm and Soul Radio. I am Marco Nobles, and the virtual studio doors are open. And virtually, we are joined by friend of Rhythm and Soul Radio for a long time. My brother Darien is in the house, and then we have Jason here and Christian from
Yeah,
Otentik, and we're gonna talk to them in just a minute. This is an incredible. This is part of the world we're in now, because we're able to bring people together from different parts of the world, and that's kind of how this started. Like Darren, you're on a new project with Jason and Christian and Chris. So talk about how you guys connected because it's a hell of a story.
You what you want to do? You want me to take it, or what you want to talk about?
no, well, you intro it, Darren. Come on, man. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go back even a little further, and I'll try and be brief because the story is incredible. And one of these days, folks are gonna have to hear this story. But I've been a fan of Jason from back a while before I even met him. He was part of a group called Electric Empire.
Mm-hmm.
We met, and they were in Australia. We met in Kazakhstan. So this story is crazy. We met in Kazakhstan. We stayed in contact since then. He's in Mauritius, and I was in Jamaica recording, and it just was, the fates combined. We've been working on different things and talking about working together for a really long time. So, we just combining all. It's not just world music; it's music of the world, like bringing all of it together. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how the vibes came together, man. Plus, he's an incredible singer, songwriter, instrumentalist. So I like working with great people. So that's
Yes,
what
Yeah,
yes.
right back at you, man.
yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So now, Jason, you are kind of like you are quote unquote a singing drummer. You folks certainly saw you in X Factor in 2014 on the UK side. We didn't see you here, but that's how things kind of started jumping off for you, and you and Christian kind of came together with Authentic Groove, which is the group you're in now. After Darren talked about Electric Empire. So
That's right.
talk about the journey for you getting up to meeting up with Darien and now, bringing out some great music.
Well, it feels like a, long history of music that I've been a part of. I've been blessed to be a part of. But yeah, right now it feels like it's all come home. To me.
Hmm.
Going back to my roots from Mauritius, and then meeting brother Christo here, who has his band Otentik Groove. Let's show you guys Otentik Groove for a minute.
Yeah, yeah. Put it up there on the
Yes.
screen. Put it up on the
So
screen. There you
these are
go.
the brothers back home in Mauritius, Otentik Groove. Yeah, and
Okay.
so I guess they're all really proud that we've made the move to come up to New York with our new album and a new single called Miss Hollywood
Hmm.
that we shot in LA last week. So all these are like little steps to kind of help our music get out of the small island that we are, and just
Right.
try and connect with even international artists like Darien. It's a big thing for us.
Absolutely. He's definitely an international recording artist. But for those who are not as familiar, explain where Mauritius is and how. Explain
Yeah, yeah,
Mauritius a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, then do
It's
that. Do
funny.
that.
It's funny because Christo and I went to I think like a Sunday jam at the Groove last night.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Groove, yeah, and the singer was asking around the room where everyone was from, and then when it came to our turn, we would put our hands up and we said Mauritius, and he's like, excuse me, where?
He's like, is that near Brooklyn somewhere?
We're
Right.
finding many Americans don't know where Mauritius is, but so it's a small island situated in the Indian Ocean near the southeast coast of Africa, so
Mm.
closest to like Madagascar, South Africa. That would be the closest to the pinnacle points that we are.
And
So
for most Americans, just Google it. It's the place you want to
Google
go.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Beautiful,
beautiful
beautiful
tropical
place
island.
that you want to be at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's rich with culture. And this is like part of the reason why we love it, New York as well, because it's so much culture, so much pride in the American, especially in New York. We're
Mm.
finding that it's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. No, it definitely sounds like paradise just from describing where it's at. So,
Yeah,
yeah, so we all definitely
you
need to
guys
book a
definitely
ticket.
need some sun though, man.
Oh
Come
Oh
on.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You guys happen to be in New York now, and obviously you came at the most inopportune time coming from Mauritius to be able to be here in the snow. but
Yeah.
you know, but it is
But
what
they
it
get to
is.
visit. They don't got to stay, Mark.
Well,
So it's
that's
like, you know,
true.
like
Yeah. There's
it's
no
different.
Right. Darian, we right before you guys came in, we were playing, your track with Omar Straight Up, which we've been playing for a lot of the last year plus.
Big,
Um,
good
yeah,
looking, man.
and it's really kind of like a direction you're going in more with your music, and I guess part of the connection with Jason and Chris. So talk about that.
You know, it's similar for me. The same with Jason. Like, you know, I think we're people that like we have different things that we enjoy doing and we try different things, but like it feels special when you bring it home, you know. And I mean,
Mm,
I grew up in Jamaica with my fam, and getting to go home, getting to record a Tough Gong was like, you know, that was
Yeah,
a whole
mm,
thing
amazing.
in itself. And then, you know, that whole experience expanded itself when I spoke to Jason. And I actually was talking to him because, you know, he's doing amazing things back home. His project is amazing. And I really was actually talking to him like, hey man, I'm new into this space. Can you give me some vibes? Like, what do you think? You know what I mean? And then it was great that we were able to connect on this track. But
Yeah,
as for me personally, I'm just going wherever the music takes me. You know what I mean? So it means
mm,
if I go here, I'm gonna try this and I'm gonna try that. But this was stuff that I felt in my spirit I needed to finally touch on because I grew up listening to roots rock and everything like that. So
right.
that's vibes for me, long time. You know what I mean? So I was like,
yeah.
let's touch it. And, you know, ain't no better people to touch it with than the folks that's doing it full time. So you know,
Yeah,
this is what.
yeah, absolutely.
Great
So,
respect.
so when you with this project, let's talk about this project. The EP, Otentik Groove EP, is about to be released now. There it is.
Yeah.
Uh, and Darren, you're on at least two of the tracks, right? You're
No,
on Miss.
I'm on Full It Up. I'm on
Oh,
Full It Up.
you're only
You're
on
on
Full It
full
I
Up.
want to be on a couple of joints, so we'll talk about it later. But one is good for now. One is real good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're on Full It Up. The single is Miss Hollywood, right?
The single that we've come out to shoot here in LA is Miss Hollywood. Yeah.
Okay. So you're shooting that in LA, but you're passing through New York, or you're
Passing through
passing.
New York. Passing through
Okay,
New York. Yeah. And
okay.
with the privilege of Darian's connections, getting to meet with you, Marco, is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Online. Hopefully, I don't know how long you'll be here. Maybe we'll get the chance to do it in person, but at least
Do
we
it in
can do it
person
this
would be
way.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
we'll be
yeah.
in contact. We'll be in contact.
Yeah. No.
Indeed.
Absolutely. How many different artists did you pull together for this? Because I'm guessing whether it's Darien or I noticed a couple other artists that are folks coming from all over the world that are a
Yeah.
part of this project.
Yes. It's true. Um, well, there's the album itself has four feature artists. There's
Okay.
another artist called Ribonja, who's also from my neck of the woods in Australia, who was based in Mauritius now, um, and he's a DJ. He's more like a DJ doing really cool things with our cultural Maloya, Sega, Sege beats. So
Mm.
that also has a little taste on the album. There's our backing vocalist Arancha, who's from Mauritius, who features on a reggae track. There's a couple other artists from Mauritius as well on this track. Actually, the track that did really well for us to end the year is track number 2 called Angra,
Hmm.
with a really famous singer back home, and that in like 2 months collected like 2 million views on YouTube.
Mm.
So it's all that kind of stuff is little success, to tick the box as we go.
2 million is not little,
Mm.
bro. 2 million. Don't be
Yeah.
humble. You ain't gotta be
That's
humble, man. 2 million is not little.
Well,
yeah,
we
man.
feel it's little when we come to a country like America. Everything's so big.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
No,
I
that
also,
is
Marco,
definitely
I just want
significant.
to
Yeah, go
shout
ahead.
out Jason and the videos as well, because the videos are crazy, man. Y'all got to check out these videos, yo. The dude has been putting
Thank
it,
you,
and
man.
I can't wait to see the next one. But
I
the
can't
videos
wait
have
till
been
you
great.
come and visit us in Mauritius and we do ours. Yes,
Exactly.
that's
You
what's
already
Yeah,
happening.
know.
yeah. So speaking of that, Darren, how did y'all work out the recording of Full It Up? Was it a lot? We hear a lot about sending tracks back and forth. Is that how it worked? Now you travel a lot, so yeah. Who knows? You could have made it to Mauritius or wherever
Oh,
they
I'm going to
wanted.
make it. Let's be very
Yeah,
clear.
you want
That's
to
my next
make
stop. But
Right.
the crazy thing about the process was it was so amazing. Like, I was writing, and I was just trying different things, and I was working with another artist, incredible producer, Shelton. You actually know Shelton as well, but he's
Yeah,
amazing.
Shelton.
And we were working together on some things, and honestly, when Jason sent back his verse to me, it was one of my favorite days of my trip. I was in Jamaica for like 4 months. And I remember the next day he sent it. And I'm going to keep it 100. I've told Jason this story before. Sometimes when you work with people and, you know, they send you stuff, you're a little nervous because you're just like, man, I hope, you know what I mean? Because you got a feeling of whatever the vibe is. But he didn't match the vibe. He built the vibe even higher. He full it up. It was full up when he was done. And you know, I stood on a porch. We have a house out in Jamaica, and I was standing out there looking at the sea, and I listened to Dude's verse, and I was like, oh man, this is exactly everything.
That's a great story.
Yeah, it was that process. And again, you know, we had the musicians from Tough Gong. I mean, some of the people that worked with Stephen Marley and you know and some of the Wailers and things like that. So it was all around. It was just like a magic kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And to answer a bit more on what Darien's just said, Marco, like we created the whole album, myself and Chris Joe, during COVID. Which
meant, I was going to ask that.
Yeah, which meant that none of our band members could actually meet. So, but all of our band members have their own studios, you know, at home. Actually, Chris Joe's part of a band that's dubbed like the Wailers of Mauritius.
Wow. Big ups, man.
Yeah. Otentik Groove is like a band that's been around. If you mention that name in back home in the island or even in the Indian Ocean, that music market, everyone seems to know Otentik Groove, and they've kicked it with some big artists there, you know. So I'm super blessed to have to be a part of this project with them. But the recording process happened all via file sharing, digital. So then when it came time for me when I reached out to Darien, it was just like it was just a normal process by that stage.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, nice. So now, Darien, you spent the 4 months in Jamaica. Now, all that was recording the upcoming project.
No. I mean, honestly, I was out there avoiding COVID and the cold. Let's be real.
I got you.
Cold, so I
got you. I got you.
But no, my family's from out there, and to be honest with you, I know people. I hesitate to say this sometimes, but for me, there were a lot of blessings that came along with COVID. Like I got to spend time with family that I probably wouldn't have taken the time to. I went back to the island. I got back in contact and in touch with my roots, which allowed me to write like that. So really, there were only moments that I was out there to record specifically, but I was out there in a writer's mentality. I was like, I'm just gonna vibe and just write. This project really just kind of came up as a thing I was kind of doing with Shelton really initially, and then Jason was working on his project, and when he was like, hey man, we dig it as well, I was like, oh great, let's give it some life.
Hey man, I gotta tell you, Mark, he's got some serious killer reggae tunes up his sleeve, this guy.
Okay.
He's not telling us, but he's got enough for a reggae EP.
Yeah. You know me, man. I like to do some surprises. You never know what's next, but I'm just happy to have this right now. So I'm a vibe with this, and hopefully with some of this momentum, I can release some of them other joints and be like, all right,
that's it.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, because the last album has been a little while ago now. I mean, obviously COVID has been in the way. COVID has taken away the last year and a half, almost 2 years at this point. But we are, folks are waiting for the next Darien project.
I got a couple of things locked in the chamber, man. I just haven't fired them off just yet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just trying to figure that next step out. But yeah, definitely, it's come soon. For sure.
All right. Time.
All right. Jason and Chris Joe. I mean, the project is the project officially out yet, or is just the singles are out right now?
Yeah, we've got a label in France called Soul Beats Records. Fred Lachaise and Soul Beats team in France, they've been helping us with the distribution online. So the album La Famille is out on Spotify and iTunes and all your digital platforms. And yeah, like I said, we came out with the album in September, November.
Okay.
Digital and the CDs still kind of work in Mauritius, it's still a medium.
All right.
So yeah, it's not really, it hasn't become a thing to just put your coffee on at the moment.
Not yet, right? Okay.
But yeah, the digital world is picking up in Mauritius as well. Definitely YouTube videos work well. And the 2 singles that we released November onwards were a great success for us. But now we want to, like those singles were in the Creole language. Now we want to expand a bit out
Mm.
with a song like Miss Hollywood. We definitely all feeling like it could have some international potential. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. While we're at it, we tell everybody how they can get it digitally and everything. We're supporters and champions of independent artists, so we always say we want people to go direct. They can go to Spotify, they can go to
Yes.
CD Baby and all of that, but if they go direct to the website, that's
Yep.
more money for the artist.
That's
So
yeah.
website, social media, all that stuff, people can go directly to you guys
Yeah.
and get all the music and find out all about you.
Exactly. Find us either Christo or myself, Jason Heerah, and Otentik Groove. We have our own page on Facebook, and find us on Instagram, and yeah, hit us up because it'll make a yeah, it does make a difference. Hitting us up personally, and even if it's for a CD, we can ship it out wherever you live in the world.
Excellent.
Indeed.
And Darien, you know this is home for you, but
Yes, indeed.
remind everybody how they follow you.
Indeed. IG, hit me Darien Dean Music or DarienDeanMusic.com has all the links. And I'll be bigging up this project, so you'll be able to catch Jason and Krista and Authentic Group, all of it. You'll be able to catch it on my joint because I'll be firing that stuff out as well. So
Awesome,
you'll
man.
peep it there.
Respect. Awesome,
Most
man.
definitely.
Excellent.
That's family right there. La famille. Right.
Very nice, very nice. Thank y'all for stopping by. I know Jason, Chris, y'all are in the on the move, as we say. Through New York on your way to LA. So we appreciate you taking the time. Glad we had a chance to meet virtually like this. We're gonna
Yeah.
introduce our audience to La Familia, the new project, particularly the singles Miss Hollywood, and of course Pull It Up featuring our brother Darien. So thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Thank you,
Appreciate you.
Marco.
Yeah, Darien, love you, brother. Appreciate you,
Love you
man.
too, brother. Thank you for having us on, man. Greatly appreciate it, man.
Greatly
Always,
appreciate it.
always.
Thanks, man.
For sure.
It's Rhythm and Soul Radio. Check this out. Miss Hollywood and Pull It Up. Check it out. Rhythm and Soul Radio.
Yeah.